Joining me now is South Carolina Senator Tim Scott. He is the chairman of the Senate Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs Committee. Mr. Chairman, great to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning, Maria.
And the Senate passed your committee's landmark bipartisan Road to Housing Act aimed at addressing America's ongoing housing crisis. I want to talk to you about that amidst this whole affordability conversation. Tell us more about that.
Well, Maria, we know that housing is typically a local issue. What we're doing in the federal level is making sure that there's more housing supply in the local jurisdictions by creating more carrots. Carrots would be considered more grant dollars for those jurisdictions that increase their housing by 3 and 4 and 5%. For those who do not, they'll lose some of their grant dollars. This passed the committee 24-0. President Trump will bring housing costs down, and the age of a first-time home buyer, it will plummet. Today, Maria, 40 years old, the oldest it's been in decades. President Trump is on the job bringing housing prices down, increasing supply, and lowering the age of a first-time home buyer. All that's done in the Road to Housing Act passed through the Banking Committee 24-0, Maria.
Yeah,
it's time to get it done.
That is amazing, that overall 24-0. And the president has been focused on affordability from day one, but now he's talking a lot more about it. What is your take on this $2,000 check sent to modest income Americans?
Yeah, so Maria, Scott got it right. The president is committed to making sure that every single opportunity is on the table. But let's not forget the working families tax cuts. All the big benefits kick in this year coming. In January, we'll start seeing the benefits of no tax on tips. When you do your taxes, you'll have more take-home pay. No tax on overtime, more take-home pay. No tax on Social Security, more take-home pay. So many of the benefits in that working class tax cuts, they don't kick in until next year. And thank God we're less than 60 days away from the beginning of a brand new year. 2026 will be the year of affordability.
And that, of course, is when we're going to see all of this play out from the big, beautiful bill. The Senate Agriculture Committee released a discussion draft on a major bill which would overhaul cryptocurrency regulation. So I want to get your take on that as well. The Senate Banking Committee has been working on this for a while and now negotiating with Democrats to reach a bipartisan deal. What should we expect, Senator?
Well, Maria, let me just take you behind the scenes for just a quick second, because the Democrats have been stalling because they don't want President Trump to make America the crypto capital of the world. They don't want to give him the win. It's not just for President Trump. It's for the American people. Single moms like the one that raised me, Maria, her prices will go down. Her access will become 24/7. That's how powerful market structure legislation already will be. So we're excited in the Banking Committee. So end of this year, next month, we believe we can mark up in both committees and get this to the floor of the Senate early next year so that President Trump will sign the legislation making America the crypto capital of the world, protecting consumers while increasing the likelihood of America being the most dominant economic power for the next 100 years.
Yeah, and you know, the Genius Act did so well, and we're waiting on the Clarity Act as well. But, Senator, how do you envision a change in the way we use digital assets on a practical level? How do you think things change with regard to digital assets in the coming 5 years?
Well, let's just think about the blockchain technology that's in the conversation you and I are having. Blockchain creates like the open ledger, meaning that everyone can see what's happening. Not everyone, but computers all across the world will have the actual information. So there will be a foot trail. There will be a technological footprint on every transaction, allowing people to have more confidence. It's like taking the middleman out, Maria, and allowing people to have peer-to-peer transactions. That will lower the cost, and it will also allow our markets to go 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Today, you go to a bank, it may take 3 days for your money to transfer to the next place. No longer. We'll be able to get that 3-day wait time down to 2 or 3 seconds.
Yes, that is incredible. That is a great point. But look, you do think you'll have bipartisan support because, look, the Senate Democrats are not on your team. I mean, let's face it, we just saw the 43-day shutdown. Now the Democrats are calling for an investigation into what they are calling partisan messaging during the 43-day government shutdown. They want the Government Accountability Office to probe whether the Trump administration broke the law by blaming Democrats for the shutdown on federal websites. Senator, your reaction?
Maria, it's called hogwash in the Deep South, just hogwash. Let's just remember what happened for 43 days. The Democrats, so thirsty for power, were willing to jeopardize air travel. Air traffic controllers not being paid. We had law enforcement officers at the Capitol of the United States not being able to get paid. Therefore, citizens could not come in and tour the Capitol. They compromised public safety. Then we go a step further. They say they love the poor. They're there for the poor. They were taking literal food off the tables of single moms like the one that raised me, WIC benefits, SNAP benefits. Why? They're so desperate for power. They're willing to jeopardize the health and well-being of poor, struggling families.
That's unbelievable.
It's wrong,
yeah.
And everybody in our country should know about that, Maria. Every single person in the country should know they're more interested in illegal immigrants having health insurance than they are single moms having food.
Did you try 14 or 15 times to reopen government? And 14 or 15 times your colleagues said no. Okay.
Absolutely. Every single time we literally said, please put people back to work.
And now they're blaming you. Senator, it's great to see you this morning. Thank you, sir.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
All right,
Take
Senator.
care. God bless, Maria.
Tim Scott, thank you, sir.